I'm worried about online. I'm worried about online because it does not look better than 8 Deluxe did. 8 Deluxe has some problems online.
Hmm.
Especially with the whole defender versus attacker priority. Defender priority, where if you throw an item and it hits on your screen but not on the defender's screen, it doesn't actually hit the defender, which is annoying. If you throw something and it's like, well, just didn't hit, but I'd rather that than just get bombarded by getting hit with items randomly. But that's not how trail items work. Trail items are attacker priority, so if you get hit with a trail item on their screen, you get hit by the trail item on your screen. But there was that footage where they were doing the Star Cup, and the guy on the left had a green shell and hit the person behind him on their screen, and they got hit.
I think I remember what clip you're talking about.
They cut the green shell and then threw it at another person. And is that actually a feature, or is that a bug? That's really bad. You can just get 2 green shells for the price of 1.
I don't know. It is a bit weird.
And free roam, I think I've been really sleeping on free roam, because free roam looks to be free roam and Knockout Tour, the game's brand new modes, because free roam has missions, so mission mode is back.
That's gonna be really nice.
They didn't show a lot of missions, and I hope there's more, because that was my issue with DS's mission mode, is that Wii's kind of whatever they were called, challenges, where they were online and you can compare with other people without still being single player, where DS is just do this thing, and you do the thing, and it's like, wow, you did that thing. So I'm hoping that there's at least an option to have online, at least have online time trials for missions, where it's like, where it's race backwards. It's, well, you did it in 2 minutes. The time trials is someone who did it in a minute and a half. Ooh, try to beat your record.
Yeah, maybe give people a reason to care about time trials.
I love when they put time trials in as another mode. They liked it. It was such a big deal. It's like, time trials. We didn't. Why would time trials be gone?
Yeah, I know barely anyone cares about them, but I don't think they've removed them.
We removed time trials, and it's like versus mode. Versus mode was actually okay. This is good, and that Grand Prix mode is not gonna be the only option, and that versus mode is gonna be the same as it was before. So I'm glad versus mode is back. Then battle mode, and they didn't really show us much of battle mode, and what they did show us was we're going back. They really stuck with using stages as battle maps thing. And every game from Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U to this game, except 8 Deluxe, has that. Wii U, Tour, and this game, they all have tracks repurposed into battle maps. So they really want to do that, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, though, again, in Tour and here in World, they have been actually sectioning off. It's not just the entire course.
Yeah, the Wii U that felt they threw that together last minute.
Wii U battle mode feels it was thrown together in about maybe 20 minutes.
Yes, that's the whole game done. And we have 2 weeks left until it releases. So what about battle mode? Battle mode? Oh, we forgot about battle mode. We forgot about battle mode.
We forgot.
Oh no! What are the tracks we can? What do we do? We don't have time to get tracks. Let's use existing race courses. What are the tracks we can race on backwards? Just pop.
Yeah.
That's it. Good. We're good. We got to. We're good. Just stop release. Something that's weird is Choco Mountain to me. Is that why I understand they wanted to change it up so it's different from the 8 Deluxe version, but why is it not a mountain made of chocolate anymore? Why is it Charger Chuck Factory?
Who knows? I do enjoy the change, though.
I think it works. I think it works as a track, but it's like, why did you do this to Choco Mountain? It's still called Choco Mountain, and there's still a little bit of chocolate, but it could just as easily be dirt. And it's just, it's Charger Chuck now. Get the course icon.
Yeah, I don't know. I appreciate, because it was just an 8 Deluxe, I appreciate that they did something to set it apart.
I think there's gotta be,
but at the same time,
part, because every other course that was also an 8 Deluxe has so many changes to it. Sky High Sunday is completely different now and better.
I feel like it was made for this game.
Yeah, Choco Mountain is different. Whatever. I think there's another one. Is there another one? Mario Circuit 3?
Mario Circuit 3 is at the very least, they fused it with Mario Circuits 1 and 2, which they really had to leave out Mario Circuit 4, didn't they? They just hate that course, man.
I think It's because they wanted 3 laps. I think they wanted 3 laps.
Then why didn't they do 1, 2, and 4?
What? True! 1, 2, and 4 is great. My Copium says that Mario Circuit 4 will get its own dedicated remake later on.
I hope.
But I'm not sure.
I really hope it does, but I doubt it. That is pure copium.
Mario Circuit 4 they don't care about it. There's only 3 versions of every SNES course, right? What's Mario Circuit 4? It's just Mario Circuit 3 reversed, whatever. This is boring. Who wants that back? We're never gonna bring that one back.
Me, I want it back. I have an attachment to that course after I spent a year making a custom track of it for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Oh yeah, did you finish that?
Yeah, I ended up mostly finishing it. The other stuff that I need to do, I just need to implement proper lighting and whatnot.
Yeah. Speaking of mods, I guarantee you the first mod to this game will be adding in Baby Park.
Yeah. That was a thought that I had with everything being connected. How are custom tracks going to work? Because you're going to have to edit not just the track, but kind of the entire region.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to do. But as soon as they find a way, Baby Park. Because Baby Park 24 races will be late epic. And I think G San Luigi's Circuit would have been a better choice because it has the same sort of gimmick while also not having been remade since DS. And also not being remade that well in DS.
It was basically unchanged in DS.
It
was just bigger.
Bigger is better unless it's G San Luigi Circuit.
No, what I actually find really interesting, Mario Bros. Circuit and SNES Mario Circuit, that's it in terms of circuits in this game.
Oh yeah, circuits. There's only those 2 circuits and they're both themed after Mario. No Luigi.
Yeah. Still no Luigi track, by the way. The last Luigi track we got was in Mario Kart 7. Or, well, actually, no, it was Luigi's Mansion in Tour. Forgot that course was there. Or, actually, I think GBA Luigi Circuit was there, too.
The last new Luigi course was Luigi Circuit Wii?
Yeah.
Wii Luigi Circuit is what they left Luigi on. Man, not even a good Luigi course. They didn't even leave on Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Nah, Wii Luigi Circuit's gonna be the last new Luigi course. I mean, you want
to know something interesting in terms of character courses? Mario Kart World is the first time since Double Dash that we haven't had a new Wario course.
Wario Coliseum is a Double Dash.
No, I'm saying World is the first time since Double Dash that we haven't had a new Wario course. Because we had Coliseum, DS Wario Stadium, Wario's Gold Mine, Wario Shipyard, and Mount Wario. But there's no new Wario course in this game.
There's also no new DK course.
Yeah, there is. There's DK Spaceport.
DK!
You forgot about that one, didn't you? That course actually looks really cool.
Uh-oh. Mayday! Are we back? Are we back?
We good?
Yeah. There's just a little bit of audio issue.
Alright.
DK Spaceport, except back Arena 2.0.
No, DK Spaceport looks really fun.
I'm glad it's not
like,
just an overview. You go back, it's new sections every time.
Yeah. Is that it's the first. They're finally giving DK a course that isn't snow or jungle.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's up with DK and just jungle and snow?
But no, the best part of this course, though, easily is the what's it called? Easily is that on the final section, it plays a version of the Hammer theme.
And the whole thing kind of feels a reference to the old Donkey Kong game.
Oh, it 100% is. But you want to know something really interesting about Spaceport that I realized?
Yeah.
Unless Rainbow Road is going to be one, it's the only section track in the game.
Oh yeah, there's a lack of those. Where are those? I assume Rainbow Road is going to be...
I guess technically Mario Circuit is in that. Mario Circuit is its own quote-unquote section. I
assume Rainbow Road is going to be... When you go to Rainbow Road, it's going to be a Rainbow Road. So on the way to Rainbow Road is also Rainbow Road. There's not going to be... The in-between section is just going to be part of Rainbow Road as well. But I thought Mount Wario, is section.
Yeah.
They kind of combined the section track and the in-between section to just be one kind of thing. But that would also mean the Rainbow Road would have to start not in space.
Yeah, except for, obviously excluding the path there.
Yeah, if you exclude the path there, then it would, all in space.
Yeah.
There's also not room. There does not seem to be room for GBA Rainbow Road. And that's worrisome.
Yeah.
I think the other tracks in the Special Cup are repeats, other than Mario Circuit.
So the Special Cup, as far as we know, is Acorn Heights, SNES Mario Circuit, Peach Stadium, and Rainbow Road.
I think so. Just Peach Circuit and Peach Stadium and what's the other one? I don't even remember.
Crown City.
Crown City. Those are the only two.
Crown City is in the Mushroom Cup, Peach Stadium is in the Shell Cup, and then Peach Stadium is in Shell and Special. Crown City is Mushroom and Shell, Peach Stadium is Special and Shell.
What's up with the difficulty scale? Because that's just out of the window. Because I assume they wanted to prioritize the
I don't
wall.
think there is necessarily difficulty scaling, because at least the cups, at least to me, feel more so thematic based.
They really threw difficulty scaling out of the.
Like the Flower Cup is all deserty tracks, and then Airship Fortress, while it itself isn't a desert, it's still kind of got that general quote unquote hot lava type feeling.
The
Star Cup is all ice tracks, and then Wario Shipyard, which again, while not an ice track, it's permanently raining, and that's typically also generally colder.
The icons for the cups kind of show off what is in.
Yeah.
The Mushroom Cup is kind of there's a lot of orange deserts. The Flower Cup is a lot of yellow deserts.
Yeah.
The Star Cup is ice. The Shell Cup is beach.
Yeah.
The Banana Cup is...
Oh, that's the thing, is the Shell Cup, the Banana Cup, the first half of it is more water themed, and then the second half is jungle themed.
Can we talk about how bad a name Great Question Mark Ruins is? Great,
Yeah.
It's not Great Question Mark. It's not Great Question. They spelled out question mark. I'd be okay. That's fine. But it's just a question mark. It's just great.
Yeah. I think that's kind of funny.
That's just funny to me. And then the Leaf Cup is, I don't even know what the Leaf Cup is. But Boo Cinema's new.
Leaf Cup, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know if there is a theme for the Leaf Cup. It's Cheap Cheap Falls, Dandelion Depths, Boo Cinema, and Dry Bones Burnout. None of those feel they have any relation to each other.
Yeah, Boo Cinema. I'm excited for Boo Cinema. In Green Pipe,
the same goes for the Lightning Cup too. Honestly,
someone was like, "Boo Cinema is just a figure eight." And look, and I was, oh no, it's gonna be figure eight circuit all over again. But it's good figure eight. It's technically figure eight.
Yeah.
But it's figure eight in the same way Dino Jungle's a figure eight, where it's
yeah. Boo Cinema. I think Boo Cinema and DK Spaceport are probably going to be the two fan favorite new courses of this game.
I feel they did not put a lot of budget on their names. Dandelion Depths, Dry Bones Burnout, Starview Peak. Starview peaked in high school.
Starview Peak, they really just combined Rosalina's Ice World and Ice Ice Outpost.
Literally the split paths from Ice Ice Outpost, the same colors too, and then the Comet Observatory and the Ice World is literally, yeah.
Bro, try it. I'm trying to copy your homework. Make it not obvious.
Yeah, don't make it too obvious. Call it star. You can see the stars. Star view. Yeah, you can see the stars. Star view, and then peak. Sure. And a lot of the old courses names look so out of place with the new ones. It's Mario Bros. Circuit, Crown City, Whistle Stop Summit, and Wario Stadium. Yeah, Wario Shipyard. It's like especially.
How do you feel about Wario Stadium getting the GBA the Tour Sky Garden treatment?
What is that about? They really just went. They really just all the courses gone. That U-turn, at the top. Why is that gone? That thing that I see in every remake, they turn into the Ultra Ham GBA Mario Circuit, and they just completely just got rid of it in the actual remake.
Don't get me wrong. I definitely think the layout could have used a little bit of smoothing out, a little bit of simplifying, but they way overdid it.
I think the first section where you go up and then you go back around and then you go up to the U-turn, I think that could have been simplified to just doing that once. I think that was fine. But then they just were, instead of going that way, we're just gonna go straight down. And then
they removed the entire middle section of the course.
They just were like, nope, none of that. What is? What? Oh yeah, I'm reading the Mario Circuit intermission thing, and it's like the combined courses and intermissions are counted. Mario Circuit 4 is one of only 3 courses.
Or Bowser's Castle 1, Bowser's Castle 2. That's it. Every other SNES course is returned now. It's just those 3.
Something that's interesting. What is because in the Bowser area, there's Airship Fortress, Bowser's Castle, and there's that third track. What is that?
You mean Big Donut?
No, I know Big Donut's there. But if you look, it's
the one between Bowser's Castle and Acorn Heights.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's Dry Bones Burnout.
Okay, that's actually. I thought it was like, what is that? Because someone was that might be Super Bowser's Castle, And I was like, doesn't look.
No, it is not.
It's definitely not. It doesn't look that. But what is it? It makes sense that it's a Bowser Dry Bones Burnout, which is what cup is that in? Leaf Cup?
Dry Bones Burnout? Yeah, I think that's the end of the Leaf Cup.
I can't believe this too. I can't believe they threw out scaling in terms of retro tracks too. If you had said on April 1st, hey guys, Airship Fortress is gonna be in the Flower Cup and Toad's Factory is gonna be in the Lightning Cup, people would think you're playing an April Fool's Day joke.
Yeah.
And then no.
You insane for saying Moo Moo Meadows is the Lightning Cup opener in the next Mario Kart.
Mario Circuit 1 is gonna be in the Special Cup, guys. Trust. And people would be like, there's no way. And
I mean, you know what? Hey, to be fair, first time a Mario Kart track has actually been in the Special Cup. Or a Mario Circuit track has been in the Special Cup, I mean.
Oh yeah, because Mario...
I know Mario Circuit 4 was intended to be, but it instead was moved to the end of the Star Cup.
Yeah, because Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
Choco Island.
Well, I think it would have been the Special Cup opener.
Because I cut Choco Island 3 and replaced it with Rainbow.
Yeah, and thank God for that.
Imagine we got Choco Island 3 instead of Rainbow Road. Imagine every course.
God.
Imagine every game and it was Choco Island. Yeah, Choco Island N64. We already had Choco Mountain, Choco Island, Super Circuit Choco Island.
You can't do this to me.
You can't do this to me. 3DS Choco Island instead of 3DS.
No.
No, I'm glad. Overall, this game looks good, but
yeah,
definitely not worth $80. The bundle lasted longer because the bundle is really the way to save money.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the bundle.
They should have thrown in the... I know they'd make the bundle more expensive to throw in the Switch 2 wheels. But why didn't they throw in the Switch 2 wheels? Because technically, it's Mario Kart World, so why not have the wheels?
Oh, I don't know.
The accessories are like wildly expensive now. I think the Pro Controller is $85. The Joy-Cons are $95. Jesus. The charging grip is $40. The strap... The little tiny strap is $14. The Joy-Con wheels are $25. The camera is $55. How much is the Piranha Plant camera? I think that was $45, but it's probably now $50.
I don't know.
But why is that only 480p for some reason?
No idea. I'm not gonna be doing that anyways.
The dock is $120. The carrying case is $40. The all-in-one carrying case is $85. The adapter, the charger. The charger is $35. And
yeah, I ain't trying to think about that too much.
The charger is $35 American dollars. How much is that divided by 725?
Good question.
How long does a minimum wage worker have to work to afford the Switch 2 adapter? 4.82 yada yada yada. So almost 5 hours of work to afford the Switch 2 adapter. We hate capitalism, guys. We hate capitalism here.
Yeah.
And I think I said the SD card is $60. I could buy.
The fact that the older SD cards don't work is kind of dumb.
I could buy a Switch 1 game, or I could buy an SD card for my Switch 2. I think the old one's not working on the new one is probably something it was half intentional. They decided to upgrade, and they were, well, I guess the old ones won't work anymore. And they're like, oh, that's fine. Make them buy the new ones. Ruthless businessmen, Nintendo are.
Yeah.
I'm putting this. My birthday's on Christmas, so I celebrate my half birthday now. I've decided because I hate celebrating my birthday on Christmas because people will be like, oh, here's your one gift, and it's half for your birthday and half for Christmas. You know what? I will get you half a card for your birthday. How about that one? And I'll have the other half for Christmas. But I'm gonna celebrate my half birthday instead of my full birthday. So I'm gonna put the Switch 2 on my list. But I don't know how likely it is I'm gonna get a $500 console.
Yeah.
I mean, I did get a Switch 1. I got a Switch 1 back in 2022. Because before that, all I had was a Wii. And everybody was like, hey, yeah, we got a Switch, we got a PS5, we got a Sony PlayStation, whatever. Oh, no, we got it.
I got the Wii.
I just had a Wii for most of my life, and I still have my Wii, and it still works better than my Switch works at this point. But I want a Switch. I want a Switch, mother. And she was, I'll get you one for Christmas. It was funny because that year I was unboxing and all the accessories came before the console. So I was oh look, I got Switch Sports. Oh look, I got the Joy-Con wheels. I wonder what else I have.
I wonder what else.
I wonder what else. Maybe a Switch? No, couldn't be. And then yeah, it was great. How many families bought a Switch 1 in 2024 for Christmas? And their kids are gonna be like, Mommy, I want to.
I want the new one.
Just bought a Switch 1, and now you want another one, and it's $500. To be fair, the Switch 1. To be fair, the kids could go, Mom, there's no games coming out on the Switch until 2026 because all the good that direct come out in 2026, like Tabanashi Life 2 and Rhythm Heaven. Was that the other one that came out in 2026?
Yeah.
Why are they even still being developed for the Switch 1? And that's my theory that Mii's might actually be gone on the Switch 2 from any new game. The Switch 1 might, like the last console with you can still Mii focused games or in games. I think the Switch 2 will still have Mii's because backwards compatibility.
That's actually something we haven't seen any sign of Mii's in Mario Kart World.
We have not seen Mii's in Mario Kart World at all. And Tabanashi
Mii's and the Koopalings are two glaring omissions
I think
character-wise from this otherwise massive roster.
We haven't seen Metal Mario and Pink Gold Peach either. And I think that
I'm happy to lose them.
And they're just like, well, people hate these characters now. Why would we do that?
Well, the thing is, they're not even their own separate characters. They are power-ups. Pink Gold Peach just doesn't even. She only exists in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart Tour. In Mario Kart 8.
They made her up, and then they never put her in anything else.
They made her up for Mario Kart, realized everyone hated her, and alright, well, she's just gonna be a Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart Tour character then.
And Peachette too. I think they put Peachette in the booster course path just because.
Yeah, no sign of Peachette actually.
I kind of liked Peach.
I'm indifferent to Peachette.
Where she isn't necessarily a clone character, even though she is. But I thought now she's gone too because people hated her. Metal Mario, Pink Gold Peach, all the Koopalings.
And I think, if that's why Nintendo didn't bring these characters back, they're understanding why people hated the Koopalings in Mario Kart 8. It's not that they did them. It's that Wii U Mario Kart 8 had all the Koopalings but not Bowser Jr.
Yeah, what was that about? And they just cut so many important characters, but we had the Koopalings. And that's something that's weird too. Is that the costumes seem to be separate character slots here too, and that's a problem.
I'm still pretty sure that only comes for the demo. I think in the final game they're going to be in menus.
Because there is a sort button, but I'm not sure that's to move the characters around or collapse the.
Or maybe. Another thought that I've had is if they do have them separate, because a lot of the footage we've seen from the demos has had them separate, maybe it'll be in options, kind of how in Smash Ultimate, how you can have Echo Fighters grouped or separate. Maybe you can do that with skins in this game.
I hope so, because that would be a mess if you're trying to scroll and play Wiggler and he's past all the cops for the first 24 racers. You just gotta keep pressing the R button.
Yeah, no, I there's no way in the final game the only option is that all the skins appear separately.
Yeah, that I hope that's not a thing. I hope you can just collapse them all into a little menu of their own in Mario Kart 8 with the Shy Guy colors and the Yoshi colors.
Yeah. Which, another thing, we have Yoshi colors, and from the looks of it, each color of Yoshi has one costume assigned to it. I hope that's not how it works, because I really the pink Yoshi outfit that we see, but I want to use that on blue Yoshi, because that's the one I always use. Yeah. So hopefully those aren't tied to the color as well. And there's been no sign of Shy Guy colors, Toad colors, or Birdo colors, but to be fair, Toad didn't even get colors in Mario Kart 8.
Or Tor.
Yeah, or Tor. We had the Pit Crew Toads, but we never had just
we got Pit Crew
regular blue Toad.
Or Toad colors. And that's another thing. There's a few missing characters, notably any Kong, other than Donkey Kong.
I think that them not being here makes it a bit more likely we get a whole DK Island DLC.
Hopefully. I'm still on the side that Diddy Kong is not here because
he's waiting for the heat to die down.
The name Diddy is not very good for right now.
They're Toadsworthing him.
But Luigi's fine. I see. Luigi's fine.
Dude, when can we get Toadsworth back?
I thought Toadsworth is canonically dead, right?
He died of old age.
He was old. He was old in the GameCube era, and the GameCube's a retro console now.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring him back. They're gonna bring him back once, and he's gonna have aged 20 years.
I'm trying to think. The last time, because Toadsworth was actually he was in concept art for the Mario movie, but then they replaced him with just that other random Toad.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
They brought back the Cataquax from the GameCube era.
Yeah. Cataquax hadn't been seen since Mario Kart Wii. If I'm not mistaken, the last time we saw Toadsworth outside of remakes or being a spirit in Smash Ultimate, I think the last time we've seen Toadsworth was Mario and Luigi Dream Team.
Yeah, shit. My man just retired in Florida. He's from Florida.
He came to visit me. That's where he is. I stole him.
Track called Orlando Orbit, and he's gonna be there.
He's just gonna be there.
I'm proud playing Cobus Future Orlando.
This will be wait, where's the GIF?
Where's the GIF? This will be Orlando in 2050.
Orlando in 2050.
Orlando in 2050. Alright, what was I gonna say? And Funky Kong and all the other Kongs aren't in too, because if you would put any Kong in the game, it would be Diddy Kong, and then you'd put Funky Kong and Dixie Kong and all these other Kongs.
Yeah, I think we might be getting a DK Island DLC, maybe.
Are they gonna do? Here's a Isle Delfino DLC. Here's a DK Island DLC. Here's a this DLC. Here's a Woohoo Island DLC. Woohoo Island DLC. That'd be.
Yeah.
Or are they just gonna do? Here is a DLC with all of these things. And how
Perhaps.
do you get to all these? How are you gonna get to Isle Delfino? You're gonna have to go through Sunshine Airport.
So I've seen an idea that I've been liking is that what's it called? Is that because there'll be separate islands, so just off the coast of the main island, there's just a bunch of buoys that appear in the water that basically form a path to wherever the next island is.
That would be interesting.
That way it's still a whole, connected world that we can drive between.
It's that one sport in Wii Sports Resort where you have to fly, you have to go through the rings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? What is that called?
I feel like I remember what you're talking about.
Professor played it once, and he ended it. But what time is it? 5:15.
5:30. Yeah.
Oh, when did we start? 3?
We've been going for 2 hours. Meant to go for 10 minutes.
I was gonna get a 10-minute conversation. I'm gonna end this.
In and out. 10-minute adventure.
In and out. 10-minute adventure. 2 hours later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit this, and it's gonna take forever, and it's gonna be all the information gonna be outdated, because new out, and it's gonna be great. But I'm gonna go now because I'm getting hungry.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.